Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining us. Welcome to our PAWest Soccer Free Webinar COVID-19 series. My name is Terry Egwaude. I'm the Director of Coaching Education. I'm also a coach educator and instructor educator with US Soccer Federation. Today's topic is principles of play. As you can see, we will focus on the attacking side of the principles of play. With that said, I like to always start each presentation with the quotes from Jurgen Klopp. Um, I believe that's the reason why you are listening to me and watching this presentation is as a coach that we don't stop learning. That's what makes a great coach great. And of course, we always strive to learn more every day and we never stop asking questions. What is principles of attack and what are they? So I'll take a few seconds here to make sure I define what it is and then we'll go in details to what they are. Simply put, principles of attack is what your players do or what they should be doing individually or collectively as a team when they have possession of the ball. Okay. With that said, what are the principles of attack? Here are the top 6 most common principles. I added a 7th one, which is finishing and shooting. In some areas, some schools, I have seen that, but in most schools, I think that's always been left out. So we have penetration, support, width, movement, creativity, counterattack, finishing, and or shooting. So let's dive into each of these using video illustrations. Penetration, basically moving the ball forward to get behind the opposition's defensive line. Okay, and when we talk about penetration, not necessarily to score a goal, but just to move the ball forward and get behind the opposition. And there are 3 major ways to penetrate. Okay, we have the passing, dribbling, and shooting. And I think we have 3 videos here, short clips that illustrates penetration using those 3 elements. So let's watch this. First one here. Just watch again. Okay, you can see the pass, taking out multiple defenders at a time to get behind the defensive line. And it leads to a finish. Okay, and of course we have other ways to penetrate, this time dribbling, and you can see the beautiful footwork there. Taking 2 players on and now getting into the 18-yard box and a chance to shoot, and you can see that movement there, penetrating into the attacking third, taking the opposition on. Great dribbling skills there, as you can see. And you can see Messi there is pretty much known for that, taking players on. And last here is shooting, penetrating by shooting. Look at that. It's a fantastic shot there. Yes, one would argue finishing as a principle of attack should be a subset or could be part of penetration. The reason why you see me have finishing there in red with a question mark. But for me, I think finishing or shooting will be a principle of its own, and we will address that down the line. The next principle here is support. Some people will call it depth, but I prefer to use the word support. These are the players. We call them the second attackers. The guy with the ball is the first attacker. So the support are the second attackers. These are the players around the player with the ball. So the players around the guy, the first attacker, are the support players. They help the player with the ball with options. They provide options both in front and to the side and even behind. Okay, the key here is the distance and angle of support is very important. Okay, if you are providing support, the distance and your angle, it's key. Otherwise, there will be no support there. So let's watch this clip here that shows supporting play from behind. This time it's specific, supporting play from behind. And you watch the player there, Gerard, how he keeps supporting the ball. And watch him right here. He's very clever to support the midfielders from behind. Always in a good angle to receive the ball. That's him right there, the highlighted player, Gerard. So watch and see how he moves into positions to support the play. So that ball is played forward. See the opposition players will react to the position of the ball. And then the opposition gets behind the ball. Watch this player here providing the support. Okay. That's him there providing the support as he passes that ball forward. See, providing it from behind there, highlighted player there. See, the distance and the angle of his support becomes very critical as you watch this clip. And distance equal space and time on the ball. Okay. Okay, very well. You see how he keeps himself some space there to receive the ball, and that helps him because he has time now to play the ball to his target. Okay. The next one is width. And you can see from this diagram here, this is spreading out from side to side. The blue team here on the right of your screen is the United States playing, and you can see how spread out they are from side to side, providing width. Okay, the width gives opportunity to penetrate and to attack, either side to side and up the middle of the field. And I think we have a clip to show, to illustrate this. Okay, so let's watch this video. The United States playing here against Jamaica. You can see how spread out the US is from side to side. You can see the ball going up that way. You see how spread they are all the way to the touchline. Same on the bottom of your screen there. The US has the width, and that enables them to penetrate forward. It's good crossing in. So that's a good video there to illustrate how your team should look when you are attacking in terms of providing width. Then we've talked about movement. Some of you will call it mobility. How mobile is your team when you have possession of the ball? Okay. Movement helps to create space, not just for yourself, but also for your teammates. It helps to unbalance the opposition. It also helps you to create scoring chances. Okay. And again, this movement can be from anybody. And I believe from the video we're going to watch now, it will be players from the right back and the left back providing that mobility for the team. So let's watch the clip. You can see there, self-explanatory, watching that movement there to get behind the defense line. It's a great pass. It's a great run. And they almost finished there. Almost got a goal. Here's another one. Bottom of your screen here. Start making that movement early there. Expecting the ball, and he finally got it. Okay. So great movements there. Okay. Moving along, creativity. This is difficult to teach. Most of the creative players we have around the globe, many will argue they were pretty much born with it, right? They have the natural talent. Yes, you can also develop it, make it cleaner, your talent, your skills, but for the most part, most will argue that these are players with natural ability. Okay, players' individual skills to create opportunities. And this is not just being creative to be creative. You have to be creative to provide you with opportunities to score goals. Not just you, but for your teammates as well. Again, what are creativities? What would you consider creative? Okay, this could be simple pass, looking one way and passing the ball the other way. It could be dribbling skills to eliminate defenders, to create openings for your teammates and for yourself. Okay, and we'll see a short clip that illustrates that. So you don't have to always have to take somebody on to be creative. Um, there are lots of great players that are creative, and I'm sure you can come up with a lot of names. But some of them that I have here is people like Messi, Modric, the Nigerian JJ Okocha, Cristiano Ronaldo, Eden Hazard, and the list goes on and on. Okay, here's a short clip here that could further show what we're talking about here in terms of creativity. Look at that. A fantastic move there to get away from that pressure. Look at that. Look at that clever move to nutmeg that player there. Oh, wow. Fantastic move there by Conte. Again, how do we encourage our players to be creative? Okay, how do we do that as coaches? So you as a coach have to be able to encourage your players when you see them make moves. Instead of yelling or maybe telling them not to do it, you may be better off asking where on the pitch would be best for you to take players on. Could your warm-up be showing them different moves, giving them that freedom to be able to hold the ball, manipulate the ball, and dribble the ball, and show some skills. So that's a great clip there to show you some of the things we're talking about when we say creativity. And here's another video. I believe this one is of the JJ Okocha. JJ Okocha is a popular ex-Nigerian international, played in Europe. He was known for his creative moves and skills. Okay, well done there. And now counter attack. A strategy where you sit back, soak up the pressure from the opposition, sometimes deep in your own defensive third. Okay, then immediately you gain possession, you penetrate with precision and you do it quickly. Okay, it's no longer counter attack if you have the ball and you are knocking it around over several minutes. I'm talking about seconds. As soon as you win possession of the ball, be able to get the ball from your part of the pitch to the opposition and even to score a goal in seconds. Again, we're talking about doing this with precision. Okay, that means you and your team have practiced this. You guys have practiced this, and you know exactly where you want to win the ball. And when you win the ball, you know exactly who you are playing the ball to. Okay, and I will show a short clip of what we're referring to here. And this is Liverpool. They just won the ball in their own half, 18-yard box, and now you can see it's off to the races. And you can see it takes a few seconds from the time they won the ball to a good finish. Thank you very much. And here's another one. They just won the ball in their own half, and within seconds, you can see they are gone. It's 3v2 now in favor of Liverpool. And thank you very much. The ball is in the back of the net. That's a precise, effective counter attack. And here's another one from Mo Salah. Off he goes. Thank you very much. What a finish. And here's another one. Takes seconds, all the way from when they won possession for the ball to be the back of the net. And again, off they go. Now you see why Liverpool, they are the champions of the English Premier League. They are very, very precise, effective with their counter-attack, with their high press philosophy. So they've done a fantastic job. Lastly, shooting and finishing. Again, here's one of those principles that most people don't care to mention as a key principle of attack. But for me, I personally believe it is and should be addressed as such. And what am I talking about here? Basically, scoring goals, shooting when you can, Again, we're talking about having the opportunity and the technical skill to do that. We're talking about shots on target, not just shooting on target. And I think we'll have some clips here to illustrate this before we open it up for questions. Having the opportunity and taking that chance, having the technical skills, got his head up and was able to pick the corner there. Got that finish. Again, having the opportunity and the technical skills and the vision to see that the goalkeeper was off his line and was able to chip it above the goalkeeper, over the goalkeeper. Look at that. A fantastic finish there. Bicycle kick. Again, these principles can be taught collectively depending on the age of your team, right? So if you have to teach penetration, it's okay to maybe combine that with finishing if you have to. Okay, depending on the age of your team, the ability of your team and players will determine how you address these principles. These principles occur every time you have possession of the ball. So it's very important that you as a coach realize that and how you train your players to make sure that they are not isolated. So these principles are all interconnected in a way that when you have possession of the ball, all these things should occur or should be the things that your team are trying to achieve. All right. Thank you so much for watching and listening. I will open it up for questions and I will stop recording right now. Thank you again for joining us.